got a new client about a month ago. And the first couple of visits, I felt kind of stilted. I mean, on the phone, I could really talk to him well. He seemed to talk a lot, but whenever I made the visit, his daughter was there, and she's very attentive and just really sweet, but I just felt like he kind of stepped back, you know, whenever she was there. But as I got to know them in the last couple of weeks, I realized that he was feeling really, really bad. And those first couple of times that I talked to him, he was just kind of covering up. And one of the reasons he was so quiet when I was there most of the time is he just felt so awful. And of course, the two of them together, they were both trying to protect the other one. And so one day when I called to schedule a visit, he didn't answer, so I called his daughter, and she answered, and I started talking to her about some things that we had covered at the previous visit in preparation for the upcoming visit. And she started just telling me how, you know, how she just felt so alone, and that there were other siblings, but they weren't nearby, and some of them were half siblings, and they felt like she was like taking over, but she felt like she had to do something because they weren't ever around, and she just felt like she was watching her dad deteriorate before her very eyes, and that I was such a blessing because that I was giving her ideas on what to do and how to do it, and honestly, I felt like I hadn't done anything for them. I felt like of all the people I'd been seeing that I really wasn't quite getting it with these people, but I was wrong, because she really, really was dependent on me, and she just appreciated it. And you know, I've talked to her several times since I've been up here today even, and it's amazing. The family, it's just out there, and most of them are hurting. Even if they meet you at the door with a big smile on and act like they're in control and they're taking care of things, they have got a vulnerability that you might not see the first visit or two, and you might not think you're doing anything for them, but eventually, if your relationship gets to continue, they will feel comfortable enough to tell you and then share more things, and it makes it better for the client, the patient, if the family is equipped to deal with things and to know, now this might happen, it might not happen, but if it does, this is what you should do, this is who you should call. If you forget what I'm telling you, well, here's a card, it's got my phone number on it, stick it on your refrigerator, call me. You know, if I'm with another client, I might not answer you, but you leave a message and I'll call you back when I get in the car. And then I actually do those things, and they're amazed because they're used to a medical world where you leave a message and they might get back to you the next week. But with care management, specifically DNC care managers, which they don't know I work for DNC, they think I just work for Humana, but you know, they're like surprised that I call back, you know. So it's just a really different kind of relationship than any other that I've been, you know, lucky enough to be involved with.